Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel and the Black Friday sales. So in this video we are going to talk about what tanks are on offer, what tanks are probably worth buying, and what tanks are not worth buying. But before we get into this, how about you subscribe to the channel? We're almost at 61,000 subscribers. Yes, we are almost there. And what does that mean? Now, I am currently doing the RBM, and that means if I reach 5,500 ratings points, I will get one tier 8 tank to give away for every 1,000 subscribers. Now, I've only got just over a week left, 2 weeks almost, and if I get to that 61,000 subscribers before the RBM ends at the end of November, I will get one extra tank. So I'll get 61 tanks to give away instead of 60. So please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, it does help massively. So back to the video, what is on offer and is there anything good? Now, I know this morning I did my review on the Ram Panzer. Bear in mind, I didn't know how this tank was going to be priced wise. All I knew it was coming in an event. Didn't know if you could get it for free. I didn't know nothing. As it happens, it's not for free, and it cost around $300, $250 to $300. With that price tag, stay the fuck away from this tank, guys. Honestly, that is not even worth it for a tier 10 tank. I could understand if it was a tier 10 tank in there, but being a tier 8 tank, that's not even crazy good. It's okay, it's not bad. Yeah, stay away from trying to get the Ram Panzer, because it really is not worth your money, because you need to buy, like, we didn't even know this, like, to get the Ram Panzer you need 500 of these currencies to get the T54E2. Once you get that, you'll then need to spend 1,000 tokens to get the Skoda, and then after that you'll need 1,500 to get the Ram Panzer. So as I've said, stay away from this offer. That will almost cost you around $300 to get that. So guys, I can't stress enough, do not spend that money. If you spend that money, I've only got one thing to say to you, and you're stupid. You are stupid. But back to what is on offer and actually what is worth buying. Now, first up, you have the Jade M41D. Now, this is actually a really good tank. I love this tank. And for £9, you're getting 75% discount. So with the tank, you're getting 250,000 credits. You're getting the Jade camouflage. You're getting the avatar. That looks quite cool. You get 25 times 5, you get the boosters, you get 50% coupon during the Black Friday, you get full equipment, and of course you get a garage slot. So overall, that is actually a really good price. That's a good tank. You're getting a few things with that price as well. So yeah, that's one tank. If you've got £9 spare and you don't have this tank, that I would definitely recommend looking at buying this tank. Now, these black boxes here, stay away from these. These really isn't worth it. I know you look at it and you look at the rewards and you're like, you can get up to 250,000 gold, but to get that is very unlikely. You need to be very lucky. So obviously you buy the tier 1 crate, these 12 crates, black box 1, and with them you need to then get black box 2, and then when you open the black box 2, you need to get black box 3, and you need to go get all the way up to tier 10, black box 10, and in that 10 there will be 250,000 gold. But to get you'll be lucky to get to tier 4. You'll be lucky to get to tier 4 or even tier 3. So yeah, stay away from these black boxes, because these again are really not worth buying. So first up is the 121B. Now, I like this tank. It's kind of been left. It has got buffed like a while ago, but it kind of got left behind now in tier 10 with all the other medium tanks. But for a tier 10 premium tank, or collectible tank shall I say, 12,500 gold is a very good price. Very good price. Of course, you get the 210 coupons, you get a full equipment as well. So 12,500 gold is a very good price for a tier 10 tank. Moving down the list, we have the Scorpion G at 10,000 gold. I love the Scorpion G, but in a Black Friday event, I do actually think that's quite expensive, to be honest. Like it says there, it was 12.5k gold, etc. But for 10k gold, I would have thought you would at least get a camouflage with that, the Scorpion camouflage. But no, you don't. It is literally nothing. I would stay away from that. I mean, I love the Scorpion G. I can't stress enough how much I love the Scorpion G. But for a Black Friday event, Black Friday sales, I do think that is a bit costly, to be honest. Especially when the tank next to it, which is the KPF 70, is 8,500 gold. It's a good tank. It's a tank that took a while for me to grow on. I didn't really like the tank, but the more I play the tank, the more I do start liking it. And especially when you're out against tier 8s, you can get a few ammo racks with this tank. And for that being 8,500 gold, which is cheaper than a Scorpion G, that I don't know what's better. I don't know if it's the Scorpion G is too expensive, or I don't know if the KPF is actually a very good price. But both, a bit of both really. The Scorpion G should be roughly the same price as this, and this may be the same price as the Scorpion G. But for 8,500 gold, you're getting a good tier 9 tank, again, full equipment. It does suck that you're not getting these legendary camouflages with these tanks as well. It would have been nice for Wargaming just to add that with these prices, just to make the prices look even better than some already are. So yeah, KPF I would recommend if you do have 8,500 gold, because that is quite cheap. The Chimera, 7,500 gold, again a fantastic tier 8 tank, medium with heavy armor, heavy gun, with medium speed sort of thing. But yeah, very good tank indeed at 7,500 gold. That is definitely another tank I would look at purchasing if you don't already own that. STG at 6,000 gold, very cheap for that tank, but it's not a tank I would recommend. I absolutely hate the tank, one of the worst in the game if you ask me, in my opinion. There are some people out there that will like the tank. Droodles I think loves the tank. I personally hate the tank. 6,000 gold, yes it is cheap, so if you do have all the tanks on the list and you have a spare 6k gold and you don't have this one, then yeah, you are getting it quite cheap. But it's not a tank that I would sit there and think I have to get that tank, because it really isn't that great. The same as the T2020 at 5,500 gold, very cheap, but again it is just a boring tank, and I probably wouldn't recommend that tank either. However, a tank I would recommend is the AMX M449 at 5,000 gold, very cheap indeed. And again, that is another tank I would recommend you purchasing for that price. And the same with the Rev. The Rev is 5,000 gold as well, very good tank. I think it has one of the highest DPM medium tanks in tier 8. It got buffed, it got the more damage per alpha buff a while ago. It doesn't have much armor, but if it's more for good players. If you're not a good player, you won't probably perform well in the tank, but for 5,000 gold, that is very cheap. Moving along, we have the E75 TS, and this is 4,500 gold. Again, very cheap. Currently, so far, I would say the 4,500 gold is the best offer out of all of these tanks, because that is a solid tank. The E75 TS is a very solid tank, and for only 4,500 gold, that is a bargain, a massive bargain. Type 62, I would always recommend this tank forever and always. I would always recommend this tank. It always comes for cheap, and for 3,000 gold you're getting one of the best tanks in the game. Not just for how it is, it's not OP or anything like that. It performs well. Again, if you're not a good player, you might struggle in the tank, but for price, tier for tier, 3k gold for one of the most fun tanks in the game to play. It is a solid tank, it performs really well, and that again is a bargain. But having said that, I probably wouldn't use this time to get the Type 62. The Type 62 is always coming into the game, and it's always coming for around the same price. It's always coming for around that 3k. So if you're not looking at sort of getting the Type 62 just yet, or if you want it, I would honestly wait for the Type 62 and get one of these other offers, because some of these offers I don't think will come for a while, especially an offer like that for the E75 TS. So honestly, it is a good price, but I would just hold off on the Type 62 because of how often it comes in the store. T26E3 Eagle, not a great tank, but again, 2,500 gold, very, very cheap, 70% discount for this tank. So if you've got a spare 2,500 gold laying around, then yeah, why not? It's very cheap. It's not great, but it's cheap. Tiger 131, it's a shit tank. But again, 1,500 gold is very cheap. Most of these are all cheap, and they're really good prices, really good prices. But I probably wouldn't waste my 1,500 gold on that. Loads of Sherman as well. I probably wouldn't waste my money on that at 1,500 gold. Yes, it's cheap, but yeah, I wouldn't bother. With them two tanks, they're two tanks together, they're worth 3k gold. I would rather use that 3k gold just to buy the one Type 62. So moving down the list, what else have we got in the store? So that's basically the Black Friday's tanks. Now, as I've just said, I've stated before, out of all these, I would definitely recommend the E75. I think that's the better tank for the price. I mean, 4,500 gold, I would definitely recommend the E75. So out of all these tanks, the E75 TS will be the one that I recommend right now. But they're all good prices, guys. They're all very good prices. But yeah, moving down the list, let's just see what else we've got. Of course, we've got the Battle Pass. We've got the Dash-In A32 that's only £3.49. All of these bundles that you see, these come regularly. I know they're only sort of a tier 4 tank, but £3.49 is nothing. 80% discount. You're also getting 14 days premium with that. So 14 days premium alone is worth more than what you're buying. So yeah, very good offer there. These mystery boxes, yeah, stay away. I wouldn't even look at them, to be honest. The Samoa 15k gold, I've already said it's a good tank, but at the moment I think that's a bit costly at 15k gold. These two tanks here, I mean, the Pilot is okay. The Pilot isn't nothing special, but it's okay. And then you've got the Sheriff here, which I absolutely love. I love the Sheriff. So for 10k gold for two tanks, you separate them at 5k gold each, then yeah, they are actually worth that price. So not a bad deal there either. So the last one on the list is the Battle Hardened. 3 tanks here for 9,000 gold, and with that you're getting the Chieftain T95, the FV201 and the Cromwell B. All 3 tanks are British. The Chieftain is okay, but again, it's nothing special. I love the FV201 and I love the Cromwell B. So yeah, it is cheap, but I probably wouldn't recommend that right now. So yeah, out of everything, definitely have a look at the E75 TS if you haven't already got it, because it is a solid tank. Played correctly, it is a solid tank. You can bounce quite a few. The lower plate is quite weak on this tank, and of course the cheeks are weak, but you can angle. If you angle up, then you'll get a few bounces. The reload's quite good on this tank as well. But yeah, for that price, 4,500 gold, that is a steal in my opinion. So I hope this helps you make up your mind. One thing I have to say, or two things I have to say, is, as I keep saying, E75 TS, and stay away from the Ram Panzer. Really don't buy that tank. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsy69. I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With